What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Auto. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a look at the all-new Audi S6 Avant. So it's the first Audi Avant full electric, which is kind of special, I think. I think Audi is doing a great job keeping that sort of conservative European brand feel, but in a modern way. So I think the whole design of it I do really like, because you really see all those typical Audi accents, but it's still very sharp looking, very modern looking, but it still feels like a very luxurious European product. And in all honesty, if I compare this to a BMW i5, I think in every way, both inside and out, this feels more premium. So we have a beautiful spec today, this like bluish gray, which I do really like. And we have all the silver trim on here, which I just love. It's not a black edition, which I just don't care about. But the stupid thing on this spec, the stupid mirrors. So guys, let me know, what do you think of this new Audi A6 S6 design? There are no combustion engines because this is on the PPE platform, so the platform premium electric. That's also used by the Porsche Macan and the Audi Q6. And you might remember I drove the SQ6 like half a year ago, something like that, in Spain, and I was really enthusiastic about that car. I do really like this concept because if you look at the range that they promise, over 700 kilometers for both the S6 and the A6 performance, that's like a proper range. And especially since we can get it as an Avant, I'm really starting to like the concept. This is just a daily driver, you know. It's an S6, so it's just a fast daily. It's not a true sports car. It's not an RS6. It's not pretending to be very sporty, which, you know, I think is a good thing. There's no excessive carbon fiber or anything on the outside. Just beautiful matte silver trim in the front, on the window. I really like that. Beautiful wheels, by the way. These are 21-inch. With a 245 section front tire, Michelin Pilot Sport EV, so a dedicated EV tire from Michelin. And on the rear axle you get a 275 section rear tire, so quite a broad tire, and that's to cope with all the weight of the car. So what was also interesting is that aerodynamic value of the A6 is really impressive. It's 0.21 for the Sportback version or the sedan version, whatever you want to call it, and with the Avant it goes up to 0.25 because of aerodynamic disturbance at the rear of an Avant. This is also very weird. Why is this lid as large as it is? Look at how big that is. Why is that? And why does it need to be electric? I really don't get that. Why does this need to be electric? That seems quite useless. And we have an illuminated logo, which is new. Little S6 badge right there, and again the silver trim on the diffuser. Really good looking. And we have the same interior spec as we did with the S5 introduction. These like burgundy seats with diamond stitch, really good bucket seats, really comfortable, and they offer a lot of support. So this is the S6, so that means we have 550 horsepower on launch control mode. If we don't use launch control mode and just put it into dynamic, you have 500 horsepower. 0 to 100, 3.9 seconds, which we are definitely going to try. We're not going to do any Dragy tests or RaceBox tests because I can't find a fully flat piece of surface, so let's do that when we get it on the Autobahn. Am I started up? Yes, I am. Let's go for dynamic mode. ESC There's probably some kind of sport mode, I guess. Well, no, just yeah, ESC Sport. There we have it. Okay, then next thing we should do is hit the star mark so we don't get any speed warnings, and then we are going to turn off the lane assist and you're good to go. So we have a bit of fake sound being pumped into the cabin. You can probably turn that off in the MMI system. Now let's find out if there's any fun to be had with this Audi S6. Yeah, don't really care about that fake sound. Oh, this is pretty flat. Let's try out launch control. So that means we have 550 horsepower instead of 500. 0 to 100, 3.9 seconds. Yeah, that feels quite quick. And with the SQ6, I was really impressed with its whoa, dynamic capabilities. That was a hint of oversteer right there. I really didn't expect it to do that. That really surprised me. Just in the ESC Sport mode. But the SQ6 has a big brother called the Macan Turbo by Porsche. So yeah, I've driven both those cars and they were super impressive in a dynamic sense. This is less impressive. You can definitely notice the weight more in this, even though it's a lower car, so you would expect it to be more dynamic, right? But I can definitely tell the SQ6 is a better drive than this Avant S6. So what they did is sort of fool you when it comes to the driving position, because you sit on top of the battery and you actually sit quite high, but because of all the screens and stuff and this door pillar or this door piece being quite high, everything is quite high, so you feel like you're sitting low down, but you're actually not. I'm a bit disappointed because the SQ6 was able to mask its own weight quite well, and I have less excitement with this S6 when it comes to that, you know, dynamic driving thing, but there is a hint of that. It's pretty capable, it's pretty fast to react, and it's pretty agile on its front axle. It does start to understeer if you really want to push it to the inside, but I mean, it's just an S6, so that's to be expected, right? Yeah, it has a way more lean, relaxed character compared to the SQ6, which, you know, might be a good thing. It's a family wagon, it's a fast family wagon, and it's quite capable actually on these twisty bits. And the ESC Sport system does allow a bit of playfulness, which I do really like. It does feel quite large and heavy. It's very spacious on the inside. It feels quite wide actually, which it sort of is, and it's also wider than the previous A6. But I think for this Audi S6 Avant, you know, the target should be competing with like a BMW i5 M60 Touring, I guess. I prefer this really in every way. I think the interior is 2 steps ahead of the BMW. I think the driving dynamics are nicer. You don't have as much power as you get with the M60 BMW, but you know, I don't care. There's just plenty of power and it's enough. And I think it's such a mistake to compete between EV models just based on power levels. That is what has been happening over the last few years, and I think they should go back to, you know, driving pleasure, driving dynamics. That's what we care about. We don't need 1,000 horsepower, guys, right? We don't need it. You can't even use it. This 550 horsepower setup, it's perfect, really. It can do 240 kph, so they really thought of their German clientele there. I do really like that. So yeah, the new Audi S6, it's a nice car. It's very neutral in every way. It's a good drive. It's not an exciting drive, but that's not to be expected with an Audi S6, I think. It should be fast, it should be quiet, it should be spacious and comfortable, and it should look nice, which it does, I think. The interior is really nice. Yeah, all in all, a great Audi. Just don't get the stupid digital mirrors, which are freaking useless, really. They are horrible. What was that? The car farted. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little review of the new Audi S6. We are going to test it once we get it in Germany, and then we're going to also do all the acceleration tests and stuff. For now, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you at the next video. Bye guys.